Okay, my next question is for the doctors, and it's a follow-up to what Andrew asked earlier about the natural immunity. It's a simple question. Why is New York City not releasing its data? The UK Office of National Statistics released a study last week showing that natural immunity was just as effective as vaccines are against Delta. It follows an Israeli study that showed natural immunity was about 6 times more effective against Delta than if you get the vaccine. That's even better. That's not the question we're asking. Just like we're not asking about, well, is the duration and strength of immunity not that well known? Why don't we just release the data and then we'll see it? New York City has to have this data comparing those who are vaccinated only versus those who had prior infection only.
Okay, I'll turn to Dr. Varma and Dr. Chokshi, and I think it is good and natural that members of the media want more and more data, more and more information, and we should put out everything that we have available that is confirmed. But I am still going to editorialize just for a second as we turn to the doctors. We, despite every other piece of data we've received, continue to see overwhelming evidence of the power and the meaning of vaccination. So I just want to say, yeah, let's get out as much data and let's look at data from around the world, but it doesn't change the fact that everything we have and everything we've seen tells us this is the best way to move forward. And the evidence in this nation is unbelievably clear. Folks who are vaccinated are rarely hospitalized with serious outcomes and rarely die, and folks who are unvaccinated are too often lost. It's just clear as a bell. Dr.
Thank you so much, Dr. Varma. And Ruvain, I want to reassure you first, we are deeply committed to transparency and also committed to scientific validity. For both of these reasons, we do want New Yorkers to have data at their fingertips to help drive their own decision-making as well as to understand ours. And as you know, throughout the pandemic, we've worked to put as much data as possible on our website so everyone has access to it. On the specific question that you have asked, which is about breakthroughs versus reinfection, scientifically, this is a bit of an apples to oranges comparison because there are significant differences in the comparison groups that can't be controlled for retrospectively. But we have, as Dr. Varma mentioned, done an analysis and released data on how people who are unvaccinated are 2.3 times as likely to be reinfected as those who are fully vaccinated. We released those preliminary findings and we'll be publishing that manuscript soon, and we'll be happy to talk it through with you. So ultimately, I know there is some confusion and some misinformation about natural immunity. It's up to all of us to clarify the science, but again, the bottom line is that vaccines protect you and your community from COVID-19, regardless of whether you've been previously infected.
Thank you. Good.